All right, and welcome to another episode of the Independent Wrestling Shootout here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Redman coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz. And Minderz, you were a busy little bee this weekend.
I was.
You going all over
I
the
had to
place
go
watching
represent.
wrestling? Yeah, because I had to work, so I wasn't able to go to any of the shows you went to. Because I would have gone to that
Tired.
hybrid show, definitely, and I would have gone to the AVW show.
Should have gotten the hybrid show. That hybrid show was something else. I'll tell you what.
But yeah, so we're going to talk about both of those. I think you have results from the Elite Pro Wrestling show Saturday.
I do.
Our buddy Dickie Wabash had a Mad Bash Championship match booked for that show.
He loves me.
Yeah, they did have to change the match though. No Shank on that show. It was
No Shank.
Colby Jack and Avery Hertz, I believe it was.
Well, you know why there was no Shank?
Why was there no Shank?
Because Colby refused to bring out the Mad Cow.
So Shank is boycotting until he gets Mad Cow.
Correct.
I don't know if we're ready for Shank versus Mad Cow.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We will see. But yeah, we have all this stuff to look back on. Then next week is
Your buddy's going to be on with us on the next Independent Wrestling Shootout.
I was trying to remember what shows were like this coming weekend that we're going to talk about.
I don't know. But we need to talk about Thursday Night Throwdown because there's a match on there that
yes, you sent me that one.
I'm debating very hardcore if I want to go or not. Actually, it kind of depends on what we're doing tomorrow.
Well, we're not doing anything.
Okay, so no watch along for AJ's birthday. Okay, cool.
Well, I figured we were going to do that Friday, but
all of us in the same spot. We're going to video the whole thing.
I have thoughts.
Okay, well, we'll worry about that later. That's neither here nor there, and that's not what we're here to talk about. So,
right,
let's talk some independent wrestling.
We've learned not to discuss future plans on the air.
Right. Sometimes they end up goofy.
Well, all right. Well, Minderz, let's talk hybrid first and foremost because that's the first show that happened this weekend for you.
Did you keep all the things to go through?
I kept all the ones I had. I had 5 matches.
That was all there was.
Okay. Well, then I kept them all.
But there was cards subject to change. But yeah, that was all there was.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
I moved one. I'm sorry. Oh wait, let me put them in order. Hold on, I'll put them in order. Do.
Sometimes it's nice to have to do all the work on the.
There you go. They're in order now.
All right. Well then.
Although here's the thing. So let me kick it off with War Pigs came out to start it off.
Okay.
Okay. So War Pigs. Yep, they came out. And they, saying how great it was to be back in Terre Haute. They couldn't believe they had the belts. Blah 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 blah. And then 2 little punks came out and wanted to start something. And that would be one Eric Dillinger and Josh Crane came out. Yeah.
Now, remind me, what's their tag team name?
They don't have one yet that I know of. But they were talking about how, they've been to AEW, they've done this, they've done that, and how they're going to take the belts away from the War Pigs eventually and that they're never going to come back.
I find that.
So I did used to like this little guy.
I like the idea of Crane and Dillinger as a tag team, though.
I don't want to admit that I do too, but it is what it is. I'm going to switch the comments just in case people are talking.
Dillinger been hanging around Atticus Cogar too long.
I think so. I really think so. I really do think so.
Because if you remember, Dillinger was part of one of my favorite heel factions in the last few years, 440 in GCW.
Yeah, remind me, and I'll tell you about when we get to that match. I popped Ratty Daddy, which was pretty funny. So, anyway, so first matchup, you want to put that one up?
Yeah. All right. Speaking of.
Oh, they did have a pre-show, which was Flip from
Twist
and Flip.
Yeah.
Against Ace Perry. which was actually, it was a really good pre-show match, but Ace
So
lost.
Ace had a match on the pre-show and the main card?
He pulled double duty. They both pulled double duty. But Ace lost that one. It was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, go ahead and put up that match, because this was my match of the night. I loved this match. It was the first match, and man, everybody after it had a lot to live up to.
I can imagine.
I mean, this match earned Cobra hoot status this week. So
you almost said hoot status.
I almost said hoot status. Hoot status.
Well, this definitely went a long way to that, because he had a night the next night too. But
he sure did. He sure did.
All right, so just how hard hitting was this match, Minderz?
Oh, really hard. Really, really. There are lots of kicks, lots of chops. I have noticed. So you know how we always try to see, like, if we can see who people are influenced by.
We've discussed Cobra.
Well, and Cobra, I've noticed another one. He's bringing in some Shinsuke. So
takes a king to know a king.
No, it does take a king to know a king. So yeah, this was really hard hitting. It actually went. Dillinger ended up winning though, unfortunately by countout. Countout.
He kept a king down for a 10 count?
No, they were both fighting outside of the ring. Dillinger got back in. Ref kept counting 8, 9, 10.
So he was just a little faster than Cobra getting back in the ring.
Yep. Oh, I was so confused too, because I was like, "What the hell?" Not thinking about it. I was like, "Crap, yeah, it's probably been a 10 count since somebody broke the count." So
that's what Jim Ross would call a kissing your sister victory for Mr. Dillinger.
Yeah, he didn't care. He was being a jerk. He's a prick.
Which is weird, because he'd been working babyface the last few times I've been to Hybrid.
No, he wasn't that night. He was not that night. But I'll tell you what, Cobra's over. He is so over.
How can he not be? He's awesome.
I know. But it just blows my mind that I don't ever remember people popping this much for Cobra. But it seems like here at the last, 10 shows we've probably been at, he's probably one of the most over. And I love it, because people are finally starting to see how good he is. And they're starting to get it.
And he hasn't changed anything.
No.
His look, his work, or anything. He's just getting over on the work, it seems like. Which is awesome. And it's paying off, because in about 3 or 4 weeks, he's got Rhino in Clinton.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he's got Rhino, and it's
going to be a fun thing.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The man beast.
I will say it will be a lot of fun. But yeah, so that was the first match. Let's move to the second match, which was card subject to change.
Oh, card subject to change. So it wasn't Ashton Adonis versus Mr. Kilmore.
No, it was actually Tyler Scott against Ashton Adonis.
Okay.
There's Ashton looked great in this, and for them to have a card subject to change pretty close to last moment, Tyler, I guess, did what he was supposed to do. Reb, who would you have said won this match? Knowing now that it was Tyler versus Ashton Adonis.
Well, I think I had picked Mr. Kilmore last week to win this one.
Okay.
But knowing what I know here, I would have to assume it would be Adonis.
No.
Really?
He lost with a roll-up.
Oh, that rascally Tyler Scott.
Right? They love him in Indiana. He is Mr. Never Give Up.
I was going to say, does he still never give up?
He still never gives up, but don't know how good that one's working out for him yet, so we'll see.
All right. So do I see this right? The heavyweight championship was third match on the card, Minderz?
It was like first half main.
Gotcha. So right before intermission then.
Yes, it was first half main.
Well, let's throw this up, because this is one I was very curious about, Minderz, because I like both these guys.
Oh, Logan Myers came out and was talking a whole bunch of smack. To be expected.
He's loud and proud.
he was going to take, he's taken Dalton Davis's belt. He's never coming back to this crappy ass town.
Doesn't he live in that town?
No, he's in Indianapolis. He's in
Oh,
Indianapolis.
okay, he's in Indianapolis. I thought he was Terre Haute.
Nope.
Well, Dalton's always going to be over in Terre Haute because he's from Terre Haute.
Yeah, and that's, you know, like Loud and Proud was talking about how we were all just low life scum and blah blah blah.
Did you correct him and say you weren't from Terre Haute?
I tried, but he didn't listen to me. I kind of sat there. I was like, well, he's not. Actually, it was more of a, well, he's not talking about me, so
right.
I'm okay with
Proceed.
it. Yeah, continue. You're not talking about me, so continue.
All right, let's get into the match. How was the match?
Very hard hitting. Actually, Logan went after the foot and the leg and the ankle.
That's good strategy, though. I may not like the tactics, but it's good strategy.
It is good strategy. So he picked a
body part.
There you go. That's the word. That wasn't the word. Appendage. That was the word I was looking for.
There you go.
He picked an appendage and decided to destroy it. So, but Dalton ended up winning. He showed Mr. Loud and Proud what he was all about. Pinned him 1, 2, 3 clean. So we're good.
And you said that was his first defense, right?
That was his first defense because he didn't get the belt till the end of the show last month or last Hybrid show. Yeah. And when he cashed in on Clayton.
Gotcha. Did you miss Clayton? I know he wasn't on the show. He was busy.
It was kind of nice. I didn't have to listen to bang, 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 bang. It was fine.
You got to think he's got a rematch coming, though, with Dalton.
Oh, maybe eventually. Who knows?
Bang, bang.
Don't care. I guess, though, I do have one of his bandanas are hanging up back there. That's that bandana right there.
Yeah, but you bought that at one of the places where you like him.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, that was when he fought Ace in the ladder match. He gave that to me at that match.
Oh.
So, no, it was at Hybrid that I got that. That's where I don't like him. Hey, I about called him BJ. I have BA's pants, and I got those from 01, and I really didn't like him then. So
that's true. He's the bane of your existence at 01 USA, but you buy all of his merch.
He doesn't have much merch.
By merch, I mean things he's worn. Pants, face mask.
Yeah.
Straight jacket.
No, I don't have a straight jacket.
I'm sorry, body bag.
I have a body bag somewhere. I don't know.
Jimmy has.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Well, Carrot still wears a straight jacket. So
right.
Yeah, I'll never get the straight jacket. Unless he completely changes his gimmick, which I highly doubt that's ever going to happen.
Why fix what isn't broken?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, he wasn't even there. Why are we talking about him? Let's move on.
We meander, Minderz. I don't know if you noticed that in our time as co-hosts.
I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
And I just remembered what I was supposed to talk to you about. Later. It can't be on the show. Right. Yeah. Can't be on the show. I just remembered.
Are you making a note?
Yeah, I am. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have our three-way number one
contender. I hated this match. Oh, I hated this match. This wasn't fair.
Popularity. Josh Crane was in this one with Ace Perry and Cole Radrick.
But see, this is before I knew Josh was going to be heel, because the last time I saw Josh, he was a 01. He was beating up Joey, so he was like my favorite. So I wanted to cheer. You have to put that up there, don't you? Why don't you save that? I had to put up with his ass later, remember? You might not remember. Never mind.
No, I remember. You told me.
Okay. But yeah, Josh Green, Ace Perry, Cole Radrick.
Ready Daddy.
Okay, do you happen to remember who picked 2 on this?
I believe I picked Cole. I think you picked Ace.
Okay. And we left Crane alone. Okay, cool. Well, you were correct. Cole Radrick is now number 1 contender for the triple threat match. They both beat the hell out of each other the entire time. Or they all 3 beat the hell out of each other the entire time.
Was Josh throwing them both around?
Pretty much. This is the first time I'd seen Ratty in a while.
It's been since 2 expos ago, I think, wasn't it?
Oh, no, I've seen him since then.
Okay. Well, last time I'd seen Ratty in person was at the expo when he was on the Black Label show, like the year before last.
Last time I saw Ratty was, I think when New Wave was still running over in Terre Haute.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay. Or Ratty's on a roll. He's got GCW tag belts. He's got a shot at Dalton. And now.
I so popped him because, like, okay, so you know at Hybrid they always sit me there right by the entrance. I'm always that first chair at the entrance, right? Mm-hmm. Ratty was standing there talking to the camera or whatever, and I go, "Garbage daddies," and he just popped and he's like, "Fist pump, let's go!" And I was like, "I just made your night."
No, I'm sure. I'm willing to bet he didn't. Did he bring the GCW tag title with him?
He did not.
Okay, if he did,
he didn't bring it out. I'll put it that way.
I was gonna say it's sometimes they don't bring other promotions belts with them, but sometimes they do. It depends.
It depends on where it's at and what it is.
Mm-hmm. Like Masha Slamovich brings the Impact title with her at the GCW.
Right.
She comes out.
Right. Well, and she brought it to Dreamwave too when she was at Dreamwave.
Yeah, I think she just takes it everywhere, but
I don't blame her. I'd be proud of it too.
Neither do I.
So there was that.
Mm-hmm. Now, then our main event. Minderz.
Yes. Twist and Flip versus War Pigs. It was a lot of flippy dippy. And a lot of crash and burn throwing flippy dippy around.
Uh-huh. It's still weird to me that War Pigs comes out to Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
They should come out to War Pigs.
You would. Squirrel. Okay, yeah, so I just went to, I'm like, what? War Pigs won, but then they had a visitor. They had a couple visitors that came back out.
Was it Josh Crane and Eric Dillinger?
Sure was, and it sounds like possibly that's going to be the tag match for the next show.
Interesting. Do we have a date on that yet?
I don't remember. No, because I'm not changing this right now because I have results from the AVW show and I'm not changing it.
Gotcha.
I'll have to look. I'm sure it's sometime in April. Might be May. May, actually.
Okay.
I'll double check and find
out. Were they at Strive or were they at West Vigo?
We're at West Vigo. It was at West Vigo.
Gotcha.
So I behaved. I behave at West Vigo. Strive, totally different story. I don't always behave there.
No. You don't even wear a helmet when you're by the batting cages.
I sure don't. I probably should, but I don't. But yeah, that was a fun night.
I saw you got to hang out with the fellows from the Diner podcast a little bit.
I did, and they're so much fun. Big Red. I wish I could remember their names a lot better, but I kind of suck at that. The one with the beard, though. Mm-hmm. They were selling 50-50 raffle, or they were selling their raffle tickets, and for the next person that bought a raffle ticket, he was going to do a dance in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. And it was funny. And he was in his tennis shoes and his suit looking real good in the suit. So.
Hey, was your buddy there to help you with the 50-50?
No. I know. So I didn't win. Hold on. Let me see if I have. There's the picture. There we all are.
Look at that.
Go away, people messaging me. I don't want to talk to you right now. And lo and behold, I got to show you this one other picture. Someone's got to type.
Uh-huh. That's Mama's first time seeing Cobra.
It's not our first time seeing Cobra. It's our first time meeting Cobra.
Gotcha.
Nah, there you go. Chilling with Dalton and Lindsay over at Hybrid.
Very nice.
He was not a happy camper.
That's Adonis?
That's Adonis. It's Ashton, yeah.
the lighting was kind of throwing me off a little bit, but it's no fun getting taken by surprise by Tyler Scott.
Right? Right.
My
Ooh,
brain is
and
clicking, I remind you.
I know. And there was a surprise person that was just there visiting for a quick second. And I was super excited to see him. He's our buddy.
Hey, look at that.
Damn right, Sam Knight.
Yes, our buddy.
I was excited to see him. But
I like that Sam Knight.
I like that Sam Knight too. That reminds me, I need to talk to you about something else too after. I feel like I'm like, keep reminding, wait.
Make a note.
Got it. Okay, so there's 2 things I need to talk to you about. All right. Next.
All right,
okay.
let's talk AVW.
So AVW, this was actually a tournament. They didn't really explain this too much, but this was actually a tournament for the AVW No Limits Championship. No Limits, LIMITZ.
Explains the name of the show. I'm assuming this is like their X Division championship.
That's what I'm going to kind of guess. Although, not yes and no, because they had a wide variety of people that were in it.
Well, it's not necessarily a junior heavyweight thing. I mean, Abyss was the X Division champion.
That's true. T.Y. Ice versus Tyler Scott was the pre-show.
Yeah, T.Y. Ice from Cold Hard Cash, right?
Correct.
Is he
the guy with the blue hair?
Okay, Blue Weenie, I used to call him.
Blue Weenie, yes, the Blue Weenie. The Blue Weenie one.
Maybe I can get that over like I got Hellboy the Bellboy over last year.
Remind me, I'll make a sign. We'll take it every time.
Boom.
Then we had match 1.
I don't know if they'd get it in Danville, though.
He would, and the other wrestlers would pop.
Oh, I'm sure the boys would pop. I don't know about the other
boys
people.
Would pop.
I don't know if the audience would get it because I don't know how many people watch ECW.
I ain't worried about it.
Well, no, I'm just musing.
But okay, so match 1 was. So what they did was we had 4 matches, 4 triple threat matches.
Scott Harden, according
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Oh, crap.
Are you in Florida that week?
No, that's War Games.
Oh.
That's War Games.
Can all these guys get together and say...
Can't they all get together and say, let's do different
weeks? There's plenty of weekends in May. They can spread these out.
All right, well, I'm not making that one, so... Damn it. Well, but I also know some other people that won't be making that one, so we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Okay, match 1. Let's focus again. Back to AVW.
Squirrel.
Right? Squirrel. Christian Cash, Cold Hard Cash. Versus Brody Bodkins.
Brody Bodkins.
He big. He big boy. He big boy. Maybe only 150 pounds lighter than Sam.
Oh.
Stackhouse. He big boy.
Oh, you said Sam. I thought it was Sam Knight. You mean Stackhouse.
No, I meant Stackhouse. He big boy. He big boy. I get and Zay Gates.
I like Zay.
Oh,
Zay's loaded with talent. He's so good.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute too.
But am I going to react to this the way I reacted to Starboy Charlie beating Stackhouse at GCW?
Yep. Sure are, because Zay Gates pulled out the win there.
Yeah. Well, Zay's on a bit of a hot streak in AVW.
Yep. Match 2, Mike Noble. He's a prick.
Mike Noble, eh?
Yeah, he's a prick. Versus Theo White, one of our trauma unit. Yeah. Versus Kenneth James.
Kenneth James. I'm
Kenneth James is the redheaded one that looks like he's from the boonies. He's been there about every time.
I'm sure I'd recognize the face. I'm awful with names, especially when I'm still fairly new to AVW people.
Yeah, but man, Theo was in this, and he was causing all sorts of trouble. Everybody was booing him, and except there was one person that was throwing up the X.
Your mama?
Yeah, sure. No, she was hanging out back by Jason B. So
Out of harm's way.
yeah, we had her out of harm's way because but Mike Noble won that. So now we've got Zay Gates, we've got Mike Noble.
Okay.
Match 3, I knew absolutely none of these guys. So these are all going to be new names. Troy Valentine.
Okay.
IK3.
Okay.
And Zach Nova.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of those guys.
But IK3 won. He actually impressed me. I think IK3 has been another one of them that we've been to, but I don't remember who he fought at that one.
Okay.
But he's pretty good. So he won that one. And then match 4, which was kind of the main qualifying match of all these, right?
The headliner of the first round.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first person out is Devontae Knox. And he, of course, is talking all sorts of smack to the crowd. I'm so proud of him.
Talking cash money.
Oh, no, because you have cold hard cash there. So he was not talking cash money. He was talking trauma unit to everybody and telling them how they were little punks and all this other stuff. And, of course, who's the only one throwing up the X?
That would be you?
My bad.
You're not sorry.
Nah, really not.
Did you have on your trauma unit shirt?
I did not, because I'd actually wore my Basil sweatshirt because I assumed, well, when it was cold. Well, I was cold.
I've been in that Skateland building. It doesn't heat well.
No, it doesn't. But so Devontae comes out and he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you're gonna love this." I'm like, okay. Next music that hits, the Cobra.
Hey, striking.
And then the last one. Yeah, that and that was about the look he got there too. Just that distaste that I have for him. Yeah.
What'd you call it? Disdain?
Disdain. There you go. So
you don't say begrudging respect?
Maybe. On a good day. I would say that. Not all the time, but on a good day.
You used to throw up the L. I've seen you.
That was for Jordan, not for Joey.
Okay. Well, you never specified. I just assumed
that was definitely for Jordan.
Low life sign there.
It's definitely for Jordan. Anyway, Anyway, that was in my opinion was the best triple threat match they had, which doesn't surprise me one bit. We're very familiar with those guys.
That's definitely the match I'm most familiar with all the guys in the match.
Yeah. Ooh, remind me, I actually have that one recorded because Cobra was in it. So I do have that. So I'll send it to you.
Please do.
Match 5, we had so now we're going to semifinals.
Okay.
Semifinals, match 5, Mike Noble versus Zay Gates.
Okay.
Both of them about the same type of build.
Even matchup.
Fairly even matchup, except for the fact Zay Gates lost his footing and fell off the ring and onto the floor at one point. It scared everybody a little bit, but then he just popped right back up because, he's kind of like Trick Williams. He's bouncy. Or not Trick Williams, like Javon Evans. He's a little bouncy. Was
it Boucher or Hopkins, the last Glory show, fell off the apron and landed on, we thought he hit his head?
Hopkins. Yeah.
That made people nervous.
Yeah.
Those ropes get slippery.
Yep.
That's why you should wear gloves or tape or something on your hands.
Then we had Gates won.
Okay.
Match 6 was IK3 versus Cobra. This was probably one of my favorite matches of the night. It was really good. And I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure that a couple of those punches and chops and kicks that Cobra threw.
Receipts?
Yeah. Ooh. Well, I'm not going to say receipts.
Ooh,
but they weren't shoots.
Live rounds.
Live rounds. They were potatoes. They were definitely potatoes. Because there were a few I was like, ooh, you might have pissed him off. Oh boy. Okay, let's watch this.
Of all the people to piss off, why Cobra?
Right? Why? Don't piss off. Hey, remind me, this one's in 2 parts, but I'll send you this match too.
Uh-huh.
The Cobra one. So now I'm ecstatic. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then
Were you
I'm
kidding,
thinking,
Mindy?
I was, but then I started thinking, and you know I know too much.
We're too smart for our own goods sometimes.
We're too smart for our own good. So look at it this way. So you have Zay Gates, which has been nothing but a baby face.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Cobra that's a baby face. So my first question was, okay, who's turning?
Uh-huh.
That was my first question.
Mm-hmm.
But match 7 was key to the 210 championship. Now let me explain this.
Please do.
Right now, Jackson Morgan holds it. He's the guy comes out in the pig head. Yeah. Jackson Morgan holds it. If he defends the belt 4 times, it's kind of like Gift of the Gods.
Right.
From Lucha Underground, if you're familiar. So if he wins 4 times, then he can turn the belt in for a title shot of his choice. I believe.
Okay.
He faced Jeremy Hadley. Have you seen this guy?
I have not.
He's annoying, and he's got 2 little cronies that follow him around. And he thinks he's the president or something. I don't know. But he was annoying.
It makes you wish for the days of Mayor Kincaid.
I kind of miss Mayor Kincaid after this, actually.
And I know you don't suffer annoying wrestlers.
No, I don't do well with annoying wrestlers. I will tell them what is up. I do not care.
You do not.
And usually I will make fun of something. But I didn't have my normal crew there, so I was kind of scared to say anything because I wasn't sure if people liked him or hated him or... Everybody hated him, but I still wasn't. You know me, I'm going to keep my mouth shut till I get to know people.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I make fun of them with my friends. So then the main event of the night, of course, was the AVW No Limits Championship. It was Zay Gates versus the Cobra.
Okay.
I knew it was going to be a good match.
Of course.
I mean,
it's Cobra.
It's Cobra, and Zay can hold his own. He's pretty good.
Sure he can.
But Cold Hard Cash, the rest of the jabronis, TYI's, is it Christopher Cash? Is that his name? Christian Cash. And whoever their other jabroni is.
The tall guy.
Yeah. They all came out and started circling the ring. Well, Zay and them had always had problems before, so I'm like...
I remember.
Okay, fine. Then, so you got Cobra back to back with Zay, and I'm like, all right, if you guys are going to do this, let's do this. And then Zay kicked Cobra in the gonads.
That's not a good way to stay on Cobra's good side.
Nope. And he did not stay on Cobra's good side, but Cobra got thrown off by that and got pinned by Zay. So then here comes, and Zay decided to join Cold Hard Cash. Going down the wrong road, but
he's making bad decisions.
He's making bad decisions. Very bad decisions. But it is what it is, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But then they all came in the ring, started beating up on Cobra.
Big mistake.
Guess who came in to make the save?
Joey O'Reilly.
You're funny.
Who?
It was the one, the only Mr. Broadway, Kendall Fire.
Hey, what do you know?
And Jackson Morgan. So I have a feeling...
6-man?
I think that's where we're leading to. And that is, I think that's one of the matches that's going to take place because I believe they said the next AVW show, well, not the next one, but the next one back at 210 is going to be on April 14th.
Okay.
What's that Sunday? Hold on. I got to find out.
I don't know, but it's the 140th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's assassination. I can tell you that much.
Okay, April 13th.
Okay, then.
Sorry, I took away all your fun.
28th anniversary of Barely Legal.
Okay, that works for me. Because the 13th is going to be a big, busy day for us. If we decide to do the whole thing.
Us?
If you want to go. What was that? A noodles? Hi, Noodles.
Say hello. All right, so what else is going on April 13th? I forget.
AVW, the Mad Bash and MVW show is also going on the same day.
At least they're in the same general area.
And I think they're working things out to where everybody can make both shows.
Okay.
So, but for us, that's going to be an afternoon full of wrestling. Full.
There's worse ways to spend a Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, there are.
See if you can get a picture of this to send to the wife. Because she's actually being tolerant of this right now.
For a moment. See how long it takes me to.
She has an angry toe sticking out, so.
Got it.
Thank you. All right, you are going to go down, little one. Yeah, I know. I suck.
She was telling you what for.
She does that. Because Stacy's not home at the moment. Usually she's bothering her while she's crocheting or knitting or whatever she's doing on the couch.
Gotcha.
But since it's just me, I get all of her attention, which generally I don't hate because she's a good kitty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want her stepping on the keyboard. She did it yesterday, and I thought she was going to mess something up.
All right. So we got through all that.
We got through all that. So we do have results for Elite Pro Wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Let me get those up.
And then we'll start getting into. They've announced more matches for 01's Road to War Game show. We'll get into that after EPW.
Can we go through? We need to go through this Thursdays too, because some of them look pretty.
Yeah, I gotta see if they've got the matches. I know you showed me the one. I'm gonna see if I can find the rest.
Yeah, that one caught my attention like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That one caught my attention like crazy.
Stuck out like a sore Peter, as some people say.
I guess you could say it that way.
It's not the classiest way to put it.
No.
Let's see. There we go. Okay.
Are you ready? So these are the results. So Clayton Clark and Kendall Fire went to a no contest when Matt Maverick interfered.
They went to a Broadway.
They went to a Broadway.
Well, no, it wasn't a time limit, but
it wasn't time limit. But
it would have been funnier if they would have said went to a Broadway. But.
So that kind of set up for the main event, which ended up being Matt Maverick versus Clayton versus Kendall for the EPW title. So then we had Jared How can I mess that one up? Jared Savage beat Mitchell Taylor.
Okay.
Draco Loco beat DD Jinx for the Odyssey of the Elite Championship.
Okay.
There's new tag team title winners. I'm so excited because it's our boys Trauma Unit.
Yes.
And they beat the Scorned for the tag titles.
Marvelous.
Card subject to change. So we talked a little bit about this earlier. Colby Jack was supposed to fight Shank Barzini.
Mm-hmm.
Shank has been really pushing to get the Mad Cow to come back out. So apparently Colby said he wasn't bringing out Mad Cow, and Shank said, well, screw you, I ain't fighting you then. So,
but he signed a contract.
Well, but Avery Hertz stepped up. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So Colby Jack did beat Avery Hertz and retain the Mad Bash Wrestling title.
Okay.
Then for the final, we had Matt Maverick beat Clayton Clark and Kendall Fire, all because Logan Madrox did a low blow to Kendall. I don't know about that Logan kid.
He kicked him in the footlights.
What about these kids named Logan?
I know,
I'm telling you.
And
they're all
if
kind
I
of
remember right, I believe young Madrox was the referee in that match, was he not?
He was.
So
we got a bone to pick.
Logan who referee. It's becoming a trend in the Midwest independents.
It kind of is. We need to fix it. I don't like it. But so there was your EPW. I said it right.
You did.
So excited. So that I'm not sure when their next match is or when their next group is.
Okay. All right. Well, let's pay some bills real quick. Then we'll get into what we got for 01 tomorrow and on the 29th.
Okay. Right. Are you putting up the ones, or did you get them all? Or
I got them.
Okay.
I got the ones that are there.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll be right back. All right. It's funny. I can always see both of us kind of are bobbing our head to the to the music.
I know, we always do.
It's a catchy tune.
It is. It is a catchy tune.
Oh.
All right. Now what do you want? So, Reb, what do you want to talk about?
Well, this jabroni punched me in the ear and broke my eardrum a couple weeks ago.
Fucker. Pardon my language. Sorry, guys.
All right. Well, Minderz, let's talk Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow.
Okay.
At the Edgewood Superdome, Edgewood, Illinois.
I meant to watch last week's and I totally forgot.
All right. So, I guess first up, well, I'll just go to the match that you sent to me that got your attention.
The one that caught my attention right off the bat?
So, you got Kenny Calix versus Bax, non-title match.
I'm excited for this. I really want to see this match.
Has Kenny put the side plate back on the belt yet?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him since he lost it.
I forget. Is it the Japanese flag or the American flag?
I think it's the Japanese flag.
It's Japanese.
See, well, the Japanese one's barely holding on right there. So
yeah, it's true.
I'm going to guess it was that one.
Teach Kenny how to do some leathercraft, and he could maybe re-leather that belt.
I kept telling him to send it to Papa. I thought Papa could fix it.
Pullman?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what can't he do, though?
Exactly. So Papa should be able to fix it.
He's a Renaissance man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, well, I guess we'll do picks. Pick me a winner.
Kenny, but I think it's going to be a really good match.
You know what? It's non-title. I'm going to pick Bax just to see if we can get him a title shot.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Not a knock on Kenny.
Wait a minute. Let me see who else is there.
Okay, because I do have the also appearing on there, but we'll save that for last.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Anthony Lopez versus LDLC.
I like that Lopez.
Me too.
I like that Lopez. It's nothing against DLC. I just really like that Lopez. I'm gonna take. I like that Lopez, but I have a feeling with DLC having the following that he has down there, I think DLC is gonna win.
Go push him over the cope.
Yes.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Just to be different, I'm gonna pick Lopez.
All right.
I think he's due.
Well, I haven't watched. Have you been watching as religiously as we used to?
I watch when I can.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Because lately I feel like we have a lot to watch.
Got a lot more to watch these days.
A lot more to watch. Holy crap.
All right, next up. Bradley.
No! Bradley! Okay, here's the thing. I gotta go with the Luminary.
Luminary's a buzzsaw.
Yeah. No offense, Bradley.
No
Bradley!
offense, Bradley.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Luminary.
It's good to see Bradley back, though.
It is. It's very nice to see Bradley back. He was gone for a little while.
He still needs to get cracking on getting those foam fingers made because he can make some bank with that at the Superdome.
See?
Yep. Mm-hmm. They're not expensive. You can get the cheap ones and then get a paint marker or something.
There you go. Put your name on it.
With an exclamation point, all caps.
All caps.
Yes.
Next.
All right, next up. Oh, this should be interesting, Minderz. Tommy Davis versus Alex Monroe.
This will be real good.
Yeah.
It should be real good.
Yes.
Although I can't go against Tommy.
No, I got to agree with you.
He's wanting to get back on his winning streak, so I think he's due.
You
want to take down our little thing there, so it's not like cutting.
Yeah, why not? You know, Tommy is our TNT Performer of the Year last year at the Shooties.
He was. He's my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're not going to have the TNT categories on the Shooties this year because we're covering everything.
Right. Well, you know what, though? Tommy could still very well be up there.
Oh, heck, he could still definitely get in consideration for Performer of the Year for all the.
Oh, yeah. Because he's so damn good.
Yeah. All right. Now, you asked who else is going to be there. Also appearing as of today, you got Quest Parker, the Angler, Noah Clover, Glitch, Joey O'Reilly, Hippie Johnny, Anakin Murphy, and Gwen Niadana listed there.
You know, there's some people that are sticking out like a sore thumb that aren't there.
Do they put up a big X when they...
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I don't see a Dante Farrow there.
Well, it's more the Devontae that and Theo that's kind of shocking me.
Well, yeah, they're usually there.
Because it looks like, I mean, you've got all the people from the light that are going to be there.
Right.
Interesting.
And adjacent allies of the light, like Noah Clover.
Yes. Interesting. Very interesting.
So very curious.
Did Angler change his picture? I think he did.
He did.
Okay.
It's him with no shirt and a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And is that, would you call that a man bun or a bob on his head?
Man bun. And he has a fishing pole.
Yes. Well, he is.
Actually, I think he has one of those white tank tops on. I could be wrong.
I think you're right. I don't know why we're focusing on this so much.
I don't know either. It just caught me off guard. All right, move on. Because I saw enough of Joey's face this weekend. I don't need to see anymore.
Okay, so that's all I got listed so far for tomorrow.
Works. Like I said, that Bax and Kenny match.
That'd be worth the price of admission itself.
That one caught my attention.
Monroe also.
Yeah. That's the reason I'm debating on if I want to go down or not.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, in the meantime, Minderz, they have announced more matches for the Road to War Game show on the 29th.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and run down this card. We're not making picks because we still got some time.
Yeah, please don't.
All right. First up, got a lot of airtime on our show today, but the Cobra taking on LDLC.
What? How far?
Who did he piss off?
I don't know.
Was it bad enough to put him with Camaro and Warhorse? And
hasn't DLC fought the Cobra one other time?
I think it was a 3-way.
Okay.
It was Cobra, Victor, and DLC, I believe.
Okay. Is DLC ready for this?
Well,
how far is his head going to go? How far is his head going to go?
If somebody there has a tape measure or some sort of measuring implement to figure that out for us, because it's at the VA or the VFW.
Yeah.
The American Legion, whatever.
Put it back up.
American Legion.
American Legion.
So it could bounce off walls in that building.
Yeah, it could. It could. Because unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make this show.
We're going to be on assignment that day.
We're on assignment. All right, next.
Next 4-way match here for the TNT Championship. Kenny Callis will be defending against Noah Clover, Kenny 9, and Alex Monroe. I'm not familiar with Kenny 9.
Yeah, I'm not either, so I'm not sure. You're right, boo-boo.
He's got kind of a Geordie LaForge vibe to him.
Mm-hmm. But,
we'll see how many people that reference goes over the head of.
Probably a lot. Okay.
But it should be solid, though. You got some solid workers in that match.
There are some solid people in that match. Actually, all of them are, really. Like we said, we're not familiar with Kenny 9, but the rest of those guys seem to be working pretty hard.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Jake Lander versus Anakin Murphy. Okay. Now, they're both heels, right? So nobody likes either of these guys. No. Don't tell me Lander's a babyface.
No. No. Anakin joined back up with Kenny there. Constant Headache is back.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the public rejoiced.
Of course they did. Hi, Braze.
Well, I'll tell you what, the tag team division has been needing some stiffening lately. So,
well, we got Constant Headache back.
Yeah.
So
former Shooty Award-winning tag team of the year.
Yep, they were the first. They were the first. They were the
inaugural Shooty-winning tag team of the year. Also, feud of the year.
Yep.
2 of them.
Don't know how you guys did that one all together, but that'll work.
But yes, hopefully, maybe Papa Pullman did a masterful job of.
I think he finally did. He said he did message me and tell me how nice it was that his boys were back together again, and that he didn't have to root against one of them.
And he doesn't have to slap him anymore.
Right. Although that was the best.
It was pretty marvelous. I mean, Anakin really had it coming.
It's kind of like when Kendall slapped Ace. He had it coming. Sorry.
Man, he really did. Kendall's a nice girl. She didn't need to get pushed around like that. All
Oh
right.
boy.
Next up, Devontae Knox versus Gwen Niadana. This is a War Games advantage match. So I guess whoever wins their team will get the 2-on-1 advantage
At
at
the
the War Games
beginning.
show.
Yep. Hopefully somebody can keep us up to date on that since we won't be able to make it.
Scott, if you were there,
I don't think he is. I think he's going where we're
Oh,
going.
so we're going. Damn it. Okay. We know people.
We'll find out. We'll find out, but
yeah, we know people that can get us information.
Yeah.
It sounds really weird and almost shady when I say it out loud.
We know people.
We know people. Yeah, that's true. We are people. All right. Next up, Jimmy Carrot versus Reign Victoria. Kind of a random pairing, if you ask me. It's just,
well, this is a redo. This is a redo because this was supposed to happen.
This was supposed to happen last month.
No, this was supposed to happen back when they had their show in Edgewood.
I thought that was
when they had it at the school.
Okay, but
this would have been like November.
Yeah, I'm curious what this is going to lead to because.
Oh, I know. I have an idea.
Yeah, but I stand by my statement. They're both nuts. So this.
Well, they are, but there's a ladder match coming up at War Games.
Are you suggesting you want Jimmy to get in a ladder match?
No, I don't. But
are you saying you want Reign in a ladder match?
But I don't.
Reign will probably have a tag match.
I don't want either one of them in a ladder match, honestly. But
Can you just abolish ladder matches?
Where else would Jimmy Carrot feel at home though? Unless he's doing something crazy.
Yeah.
Where else would he feel at home?
That's true. At some point, when they run Decatur, he's got to jump off of that big thing in the back of the room.
Would you shut up? Quit giving him ideas. Sorry. Scott might be going to Matt.
Oh, okay.
Scott, if you do, hook us up, please. Yep. I thought maybe you guys were heading where we're going. So
that's what I figured too. So you're telling me I need to keep my trap shut?
Yes, please.
Okay. We'll move on.
He's already found enough things to jump off of there at Decatur. I don't want to watch.
This is true. All right. Well, let's move on. I think you had a little conversation about this match over the weekend, Minderz. But Joey O'Reilly is defending the Junior Heavyweight Championship against Gary J, the head cat.
The head cat.
It's a battle of angry gingers.
No, exactly. And I told Joey, I said, we want pictures of your chest after Gary gets done with it.
What did you think of Gary's promo that he sent in last week?
Oh, I liked it.
It was good stuff.
It was good stuff. That was good stuff. I enjoyed it. Anybody that's making fun of Joey, I'm all for.
Nothing makes you cackle harder than when somebody shits on Joey.
Sorry.
Except for when somebody shits on BA.
Yeah.
Or Lander.
I don't know. It might be. I think it's more Joey because he's the one that's usually always there. The other two, when they're booked, they show up most of the time. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did root for Joey when he was fighting Lander, so I guess that says something.
Okay. And then the last thing we've got announced for the Road to War Game show, Minderz, Victory Analog has another open challenge.
Another open challenge. Ooh. So we don't get Dayami?
I guess not. Maybe she had something else going on.
All right. So who do you think? Who could we call in to answer the open challenge?
I still think at some point Victor has to square up with Connolly again.
I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't happen at War Games, honestly.
There you go. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised.
That's a good call.
Because, I mean, War Games, in my opinion, is 0-1's WrestleMania.
Yeah. I don't see the Luminary on this card yet.
Is Gwen the only one that's on there?
Gwen's the only one so far listed. Hippie's not booked and Luminary's not booked.
Devontae has a match, right?
Devontae's got a match. Theo doesn't have a match.
Ooh.
Victor and Theo? That'd be something.
It depends, because it really depends, too. Jovi's going to be there, too.
True. I mean, we could get Chris O'Brien for all we know. Could get the angler for all I know.
Squirrel. Could. I guess you could.
I mean, anything could happen in 01.
Yup. I'm trying to think who else might.
See, this is the same night we're going to be. So it won't be the Grand Regent.
Nope. Won't be the Grand Regent.
Kid Riot?
Could be. We need to talk to Kid. I haven't talked to Kid in a while.
Yeah. What's he up to these days?
I don't know. I know he's got some matches coming up because he's been putting up promos, but that's about all I've noticed.
Dante Farrow.
Could.
He's not booked yet.
Bax.
Maybe Bax. Maybe
JR
BA.
Lindsay. JR Lindsay.
Maybe JR. Maybe BA.
So there's options.
There's plenty of options out there. Tommy Davis.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of mad I missed that one, honestly.
The possibilities are mostly limitless on this one. So I'm very curious to see what happens there.
Well, it's like the last open challenge Victor had. It was Dalton Davis. So
yeah.
Which, what if it was Ace or Clayton? I guess.
Hey, you like Clayton in 01?
Oh, that's right. I do like Clayton.
You need to have a chart, Clayton. Like him.
I
here,
do.
Like him here.
Like him here. Don't like him here. Don't like him here. Don't like him here.
All right. So, it's always exciting going into War Games time in 01 to see what's going down.
I think that's when they have some of their best matches.
Yeah. Sorry we won't get to see Trust this year because
Shucky darn. I'm so heartbroken. I was nice. I said I was heartbroken.
Yeah, but there was a tone.
I don't care.
All right. Minderz, let's say we get out of here. We're coming up on an hour.
Don't forget, next week we have the Prodigy CMC will be joining us. He's going to be here to talk about the Prodigy Project, which if you have not gotten your tickets yet, you need to make sure you get your tickets because
it is for a good cause.
It's for a good cause. So make sure you try to get tickets to that. We will be there and it'll be a good time. Very good time. But CMC will be with us next week.
We're very excited that CMC is coming on the show next week.
Hey, at least I gave you a heads up this time and didn't just spring it on you.
Well, in my defense, we always have CMC on around Prodigy Project time to talk about the show. So
because it's for a good cause.
It is for a good cause, and we want the St. Jude people to get their money.
Correct. It's always a good time.
As opposed to the Hey Jude Hospital in England.
Okay, stop. We just need to shut up now.
Yeah, I'm getting punchy. All right, we're getting out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, for Minderz, this is Reb. Remind you all, life is hard, work stiff. We'll see you guys next time.